Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III, Legends of the Dead. So the first thing we're going to be doing in today's episode is we're going to go ahead and grant out these vassals to their rightful liege. So obviously not this one here. We looked at that in the previous episode, but there are two over here, and I think that's because we just recently gained this character here as a vassal. And so we have two of his rightful vassals, and we're going to grant both of those to him, and that'll help us out here with being above the vassal limit. So grant him, and then this is the other one, just right next to that guy. This does result in house unity being reduced since we're giving titles to somebody who's not of our house. We're giving vassals to him. But yeah, that should improve his opinion a little bit. Not by much. I think you're just losing the penalties that you had there. But it's gotten rid of two of the vassals that we're above our limit for. Next, we need to arrange some marriages. You might have noticed that in here that we have family members that can be married. That's a daughter and a son. And I think we're going to be doing marriages, probably not just for them, but doing marriages that will help secure alliances with vassals. Really just to kind of avoid some potential rebellions. And so we take a look at the factions here. There's two characters that are currently in a faction. And this one right here is the most powerful, and he's already married, but you could still arrange a marriage for him since he is really young. He's got a daughter here, so you could do that marriage there. I think it would probably be better, considering the age of his wife, to do a marriage with him. He is ill though, but I think with his age he'll probably be fine. But yeah, you could do a marriage for him and his daughter, so that would work as well. So yeah, let's go and arrange a marriage. And this would be the daughter. I don't think we have anybody young enough except for grandchildren, so I suppose we could do a grandson, but that is not even his heir because he's got a brother here. And then like I said, him being this age, he'll probably have other children, particularly if we give him our daughter as a wife. So I think that's what we're going to do. There is another option though for our daughter. So if we looked at our vassals and just had this sorted by military strength, there's a young man here, not quite of age, but almost, and he's a powerful vassal. And so it would make sense to arrange the marriage with him. He does not have a betrothed yet. So maybe we should do it with him and our young daughter here, 17. Could sort this so that we'll only see our dynasty and just see what all options we have available. We have a 10-year-old daughter as well, so that would work. So I guess you could do like the 10-year-old daughter with him and then the 17-year-old daughter with the other one. Yeah, I suppose that works, because you eventually got to arrange marriages for them as well, so why not? So yeah, we'll arrange the marriage with her and him. He will not do a matrilineal marriage as you'd expect. So let's go and send that proposal off. And then I suppose the other marriage would be with him. So let's go and arrange that. And that's going to be with the 17-year-old daughter and him. And he would accept that as well. So we still have our son that needs to be married off. We actually have a couple sons, I think, that could be married to powerful vassals. Some of these we already have alliances with. This guy we do not. He does have a young son. Makes sense, because he's an older guy. So it makes sense to arrange a marriage for the boy here with maybe our 7-year-old daughter. And that would be all of our daughters. He would not do matrilineal as expected. And he is intelligent, and so is our daughter, so a good chance that we upgrade that. So let's go and send that off. Of course, they'll be of their dynasty, I suppose, so it doesn't help that much. Not for us, anyway. So that's all of our daughters. And we still have our son. So let's just take a look and see who's all available here. So we already have an alliance with him. It's not even necessary to do any other further marriages there. You got this character here. We also have an alliance with him. We've already allied with many of the powerful vassals. So boy here, but obviously he's not really an option since we're looking for somebody's daughter to arrange a marriage with. This character, the one we just appeased, he didn't have any children yet. In fact, we are set to inherit his titles. Well, that's interesting. I bet there's a few people out there that we could inherit titles of. Just in this vast domain here that we have, this vast, I hesitate to say an empire since we're a kingdom, and that's our real problem, is that we're just a king. We'd have problems doing marriages here. But yeah, that's our major issue. That's why we have too many vassals. We're over that limit there. I mean, these guys are starting to get to the point where they're not... Yeah, they're not really that powerful. I'm not too worried about them. None of them are in factions anyways. And so we might just go ahead and arrange marriage for him since he's the one who needs the spouse. So yeah, let's just find him somebody decent. Obviously not somebody from our own dynasty. Not lowborn. And might want to have her be not too far out in age. And then sort this by some of all skills. So we won't do the marriage between him and our niece. Probably not the best option. She's robust. She's a bit older than him though. But, you know, not too old that it'd be an issue. You do have some intelligent characters here. There's a potential alliance there as well. So I suppose you could do either one of those young ladies. If we're just looking for traits. Yeah, I suppose that's fine. We'll just do one of them. So I don't know who either of these are. Oh, okay, so she's just a mare. Her husband died. Was slain in battle, actually. She's also older. Well, she's just 16, so much closer in age. So yeah, why not? We'll do that. And he does have the quick trait. So a good chance that the children are going to get one of the intelligent traits. Get some version of it anyway. So yeah, let's go and arrange that marriage. And that'll satisfy the needs for the marriages. So a jihad for Egypt has been called. So we can pledge our support. Or just go with this option. My problem here is that we've traditionally been allied with them. This is our brother-in-law through some marriage. See, I'm hesitant to actually do this. But at the same time, it's some of on our borders here. I wonder who's all involved so far. Let's just take a look who all has pledged their support. Oh, wait a minute. It seems that this guy is the defender. Oh, that's interesting. And he's the attacker. Did I read this wrong? Okay, so is this guy. I see. So we're coming to the defense of this character. I got it. So the jihad was actually called by this caliph. Okay, yeah, we're probably not going to do a defense of this character. I really don't care. They can conquer him. So yeah, we're just going to say Allah protects us from these infidels. I'm glad I looked at that, because that's not a war that we're at all interested in. It's a war within Islam. And I'm just not interested in defending this guy way over here. So this is the follow-up event to the missing village. After days of travel, I find the village that is missing from my records. Not only is it thriving, absolutely thriving, but the villagers insist they do pay their taxes. So the tax collector has not been honest. I see. So we can confront them, or we could round up the villagers and force them to pay. I mean, if they paid their taxes already, then why would we overtax them? Clearly he's the problem. So let's confront him. And we'll see what happens there and what choices we have. Now, because we did get rid of those two vassals, that does mean that we have open slots over here that we can fill out. So we're going to want to do the religious ones first and then the basic tax. Just fill out the ones that will grant us the most money. So I think our heir is one of those. I probably won't include him. Like, I would tax him if we had open slots, but you know, we don't have open slots, so why tax the heir out of all the people that you can do? So yeah, he's the one that does bring us the most money. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this character here. So assign him, and then with the basic taxes, we'll just get the next character in here just to make sure we're taxing him. Yeah, I'm very tempted almost to get rid of this one here just because of the monthly prestige penalty, so we can fully fill it out. Yeah, we'll go on with this guy. This is our claim knight. So it'll generate a little bit more taxes for us. They should all accept these marriage offers that we sent out. So lots of characters married. Alright, so those funds were vital to the defense of Tabriz. So our tax collector is terrified, and not the least because of the hulking soldiers I brought to his manor. Oh please, I will do anything to earn your forgiveness. He's corrupt. Strangely, he's not actually one of our tax collectors. I think this is that bug, where they're like forever tax collectors if they ever did the job at some point. Although I don't recall if this guy was actually a tax collector at any point, but we could just kill him. Could get a weak hook on him. I think we'll just imprison him. And he should have money, you would think, right? Maybe not. Cannot be ransomed. What do you do with all the money? See, I don't know what you'd do with him. I suppose you could force him to convert. Could banish him as well. Could of course just get the hook as well. And if we execute him, I think that would be tyrannical now. We already had the option to do that if we were gonna kill him. So demanding his conversion and then banishing him. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I don't really need him. And converting is not enough to pay for his transgressions. Could have just kept him in the prison as well. That would have been an option. But the taxes levied on my peasants can be hard at times. However, as recent events have shown me, life is hard. No kindness I can show will change that. So we got one stewardship perk. Excellent. Which I think we're close to getting another one over here as well. So this is the at any cost. So we can use the sell titles decision. So we're getting gold in exchange for prestige. And we do have a lot of prestige. I got another promoter, by the way. And we do need gold. We need a lot of gold, actually. We're trying to create that imperial title. And so maybe this is something that we would want to take. Let's take a look here. It gets us 735 gold. That's a lot. Don't we need to, like, I don't recall now because it's been a few days since I recorded, but I want to say it was like 1,200 gold. I know it's a lot. Costs 500 prestige. That's, you know, not that much. We got plenty. So yeah, let's go and do that, guys. We'll sell some trivial titles to get that necessary money. Now, what we could do with that money is go ahead and try and raise more. If I can find out the button here. To do a grand tour. And this would be the tax tour. Taxation tour. Now, we are playing on the new patch, guys. And apparently the taxation tour was rebalanced because it was bringing in too much money. And so it's been rebalanced to be not as good. And so you just won't get as much from it. Hopefully it hasn't been, you know, the balance wasn't like overdone. That'd be unfortunate. But one of the major adjustments that has come in this patch is to the plagues. So I had talked about this before, that they're going to be having a patch that's going to make some adjustments. The major plagues, the apocalyptic ones, they have been made slightly more likely, while the minor plagues have been significantly less likely, and you'll just get a lot less spam about them. Apparently it's supposed to be only if it's really close to your capital. So if it's like way out here, you know, far away from your capital, then you shouldn't get a bunch of notifications about every little province that has the plague. They just made a lot of adjustments to it overall to improve it. Alright, so we're going to want to visit this guy here. And remember, we can adjust this after we know where all we're going, you know, because obviously we want to make it as efficient as possible. And so we're looking to visit the rich people. I think that's the best way to go. But maybe not go too far out. You know, like we have this guy way over here. Yeah, that's a distance. I don't really want to go that far. We might want to visit our brother. That makes sense. I know this is kind of out here, but yeah, I could see visiting him. Might even be able to boost opinion with some of these characters, though it is a taxation tour, so you do need to keep that in mind as well. That you're here to kind of extort these people to a degree. A lot of these are family members, and the other key thing to keep in mind is that we don't want to go too far out. So like, I don't want to come all the way over here. This will just take too long. It'll make the taxation tour painful. So yeah, we want to do people that are kind of in the same area and have a decent number of titles to make it kind of worth it. And maybe not I mean, we could visit our son, but I don't really want to. I don't need to tax him. He's not doing well. I don't know if the money actually comes from them or not. Yeah, like, would we want to do him at 96 days then? Our brother? Like, if we're going to extort anybody. We're going to go over to our spy master and brother and say, hey, give me more money, man. Yeah, I don't think we want to do that. So you can stay in the same area here. This guy's pretty powerful, and we did just do that marriage here. Makes more sense to kind of go up along the same area here. None of these guys are big enough to justify visiting. You could wrap around here. Oops, I didn't mean to add him. I wanted to take a look at him. Yeah, none of these guys really. This guy's decent. Could have had him in there. I suppose it'd make more sense to see this guy instead. And then just kind of rotate. Maybe see him first. Yeah, it's a little bit better. You're paying 528 and visiting 3. But yeah, this guy, he's not too bad. Our son. So you could visit him. Yeah, I suppose you could do our son. Since he's not our heir, and he has a bit of gold. He's doing alright. And maybe we just want to visit our son as well. See how he likes his new spouse. So that'd be an option. See if we added this in there, if we could afford it. Looks like a pretty good cost because they're all pretty close. So you're seeing them one after the other, and so that's really bringing the cost down. It's only 139 for each of those. And this guy, I think he's just not big enough to justify seeing. Same with him. And so I really feel like that's probably good. The 4 stops. It's 556. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna bring in a ton of money, but it should at least pay for itself. Usually these taxation tours do pay for themselves. But yeah, this is 6 months. It's a long trip. I think that's good. Visiting, 4 of our vassals all around the same area here. And so I think that works out pretty nicely. One after the other. Oh, he's got a lot of territory. I guess that's why we did the marriage with him. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue setting this up. We got our caravan master set up already. So now we have to determine what we're attempting to do here. We could spread our legend, though we might have already spread the legend throughout this area. Could also seek to bring justice, so distribute justice to the pettiest of criminals. That's mainly for increasing control. So this one's here is great for the zealous and generous characters, increasing popular opinion. That's good for lustful characters. Could also do the recreation. I feel like we should spread the legend. I don't know. It might be in all these areas. Maybe not down here. Unfortunately, you can't really take a look at any of that, though, while we're in here. Yeah, why not? We'll spread the legend while we're doing this. Talk all about it. I'm sure that results in a bunch of events. So maybe it'll help. I don't know. Maybe we can get promoters for it. Alright, so now we have to determine which size entourage we want, which will increase the prestige. But we only have so much money, so we have to consider that. And then how luxurious we want this to be. And this is really where it's better to invest the money over bringing the courtiers. You're not going to save a ton by bringing a small entourage, but that does allow us to to have a more luxurious furniture with us. And that increases the starting success, and you get prestige this way too. So yeah, we don't need to bring everybody with us. I'd prefer to have a more luxurious tour. So we'll do that. And that's 846, so we can just barely pay for it. And I think that's good. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. So set up the tour, and then turn this down just a little bit, and see how well this goes. We're already going to lose some stress. I don't know that we actually had any stress, though. As a diligent character, you should like this. Getting to work. We can't wait. Yeah, he seems excited. And we're at 370 here. Okay, nice. So that's interesting. He feels indebted to us. Remember, we gave him those titles over here. That's kind of cool. Normally, you just get the opinion increase for granting the titles, and that's it. Yeah, I'll take that. No complaints at all. So our other child by our 46-year-old wife was a daughter. So at least there's that. We do need to name her, though, don't we? So we got a good Persian name here, Danya. Just trying to make sure we don't name any of our children the same thing or anything too similar. There is somebody we can vassalize, by the way. Alright, so we arrived to the first location, which of course is our son's lands. And it's been marked with fanfare. Presence of my coffer wagon tax collectors is quickly noticed. My son and I embrace carefully to dutifully maintain the formality of the occasion. Hassan outlines the planned tour and assures me that Ardabil is so fair and fine a land that merely grazing on her towns and fields will be entertainment enough. Alright, so let's get to it. We're going to lose more stress and gain prestige. And he gained a hook on us. For what? He's probably going to demand something from us. I don't know if that's with this event. Just having him here? I don't know. Maybe I missed it in that last event. Maybe it said that. But so far, our taxation tour is on level 1 for its success chance here. So this is a typical event that fires all the time on the taxation tour. I think the only thing that might change is what you see behind the door. And in this case, it's the healthiest, strongest looking hounds I've seen in a while. So we can say it's only fair to share this. He'll give us 50 gold. He'll be annoyed. And then there will be this liege taxes added there. Most importantly, our taxation tour will be more successful. We can commandeer everything. Get a little bit more money. He'll be insulted. We'll get those hunting companions, increasing prestige in our trade experience gain for the hunter. We can instead say a fellow connoisseur because we have the hunter trait, and we will become friends with our son, which seems pretty useful, particularly since he just got a hook on us. And that sharing tips with friends, that will actually help us both because we'll both get that, improve our lifestyle experience gain, so pretty useful. Or we say, I'll pretend I didn't see this. Maybe we should have visited our heir. This would have been really helpful for him to have. But yeah, we'll go with this one, guys. I think that's the best option, just because it's our son. And it is a really good one to have, and we're friends with him now. Yeah, I just think it makes sense for us to go with that. I didn't take a look at what... Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't take a look at what events I was doing. So, they're random, guys. I didn't, look at... You know, whether we were going to... Oh, that's unfortunate. Our new daughter is sickly. So sad. But yeah, I was going to determine, based on which characters we were visiting, whether we're going to do the dinner or the tour or whatever, so I didn't do that. And so it's completely random. It's all going to be a surprise, guys. Taxable extravagance. As I'm taken to see all the sights in Ardabil, I am beginning to notice the absolute opulence of it all. Maybe that's Ardabil. I don't know. Though merely a volley, Hassan lives in a relative luxury and clearly has more than enough coin to go around. Looking at the sheer number of windows in his abode, I can introduce a window tax and bleed the volley of his excess. So we could do that. That is the purpose of this tour, by the way, guys. Something to keep in mind. So, I mean, you can let him off because they're our son. We shouldn't have visited him if we weren't going to get some money out of this. We don't really need to tax our son. I mean, he's our friend now, though, so, could do that. And that would increase the control as well if he accepts. If he refuses, then we can imprison him, which we're not going to want to do that. Doesn't say what he's going to do here, though. Yeah. I kind of want to let him off, honestly, just because he's our son. But we're friends with him now, so let's go with that. And he refused. So we could arrest him. But we're not going to. So that didn't work out. We just kind of irritated our son for nothing. A faction was created against us. Just a populist faction, though. And it looks like our courtier has gained some experience in the physician trait. So while I'm thinking about it, let's take a look at those neighbors we can vassalize. So obviously, just this guy here. I gotta see it every time. I'm like, yep, we're not doing him. But yeah, we could do this guy. I don't see any reason not to. He's got 3 titles currently. Does have an heir. No religious exemption required there. And this guy's a little bit farther out. Starting to enter Arabia. I don't know. I mean, you always want to increase your titles and lands and stuff. Do need to be a little hesitant, though. But I mean, eventually you're going to want control of everything, so yeah. I guess as long as they're not too powerful, there's really no reason not to. This guy's missing an eye. Oh, nice. I'm wanting to get this vassal. Oops, did I select the wrong one? I did. This guy here. So yeah, we'll send all those off. Taxable extras. This is regarding our wife. So yeah, as we've seen, it's a truly opulent and excessive place. So the ruler is bloated. Everywhere I look, I see signs which all point to one thing: undeclared taxable amenities. The livestock count seems much higher than reported. The Vali's abode seems almost luxurious enough to be for an emir. Alright, so it's our wife who's suggesting that we tax this excess. Because this is not her son. That's the reason why. Of course she did. Of course she did. So this is a stewardship challenge with an 81% chance of success. We just keep irritating him though. But we're trying to make the Grand Tour more successful, so let's do that. There's only 18% chance that we won't be successful, but you still increase the success chance. He paid it, so that got us 50 more gold. Remember guys, we gotta pay for the total cost of starting this as well. I think we pay like 100 something just to visit him. Remember, we do get a nice little chunk of money based on the success here though as well. We get the vassal tax contribution. Alright, so we've concluded our royal visit, and now we're preparing to depart. So we say it's time for tribute, try and make them pay even more. Or I make no demands. I mean, he's our friend now, so like, he's gonna like us no matter what. And so it was kind of beneficial doing that first. He might just refuse though. I mean, he's already got a crime that we can arrest him for, so it makes sense for him to do it. But yeah, let's do it. And he gave in. So that got us 100 gold. So not quite what we paid just to go here. That looks like we got another event here. Hunting prowess. Thought we were leaving. So we're still touring the grounds, and my host decides to take it upon himself to show off his hunting prowess. With everyone's attention fixed on him, he fails to even graze his target, much to the amusement of my procession. While everyone laughs, I see an opportunity to outdo my host and show everyone how an emir fires an arrow. So this is a prowess challenge. 52% chance we could impress him. And our dynasty would gain renown. 47% chance we embarrass ourselves though. Or just say congratulations. How bad is our prowess? Oh, it's really bad. Old age is kind of hitting us. We're never great in the first place. That renown looks juicy though. 50-50 chance. We do enjoy things in moderation. I don't know if we'd show off or not. It's our son. We'd really try and show him up here. Yeah, just because it's our son. Otherwise I would have done it. I feel like it's kind of rude. So yeah, we're vassalizing more characters, so we're gonna need to change the tax jurisdictions again. It's just kind of hanging about managing these, honestly. A lot of micromanagement here. Oh, well that's interesting. He just used the hook to force us to forgive his crimes. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So that worked out well, I think, overall. Yeah, we do need to... We gotta make some adjustments here, guys. Because I'm assuming some of those guys are pretty powerful vassals. And so it makes sense that we might want to pull out somebody that doesn't bring in as much in. I pull out these two. And then bring in 2 other characters down here towards the bottom. Yeah, both of those guys. And then maybe same thing here with the basic taxes. Let's pull out the ones down to the bottom. I don't even know if that's too much. Clearly was. Okay. So that works out fine, I think. We're making 21.9. It's definitely gone down. We were making like 30 something before. So this is the cultural festival. So we've reached our next vassal here. And the streets are richly decorated for my arrival, and he dutifully awaits me. I can't say I'm not intrigued by the customs of this land. So this is a different one. Yeah, we're doing the cultural festivity in this one, rather than the tour of the grounds. Okay, so this will increase cultural acceptance. Again, I don't know if it's the one I would have picked, but yeah, we did the tour of the grounds, then cultural festival, and then 2 hosted dinners, and then return home. So that's what we picked. Again, it was kind of just random since I wouldn't pay attention to it. Yeah, it's not a terrible option, I suppose. Another promoter for our legend, but 1 left, so I guess that kind of offsets it. We did get 70 gold here. Our courtier tax was levied. Alright, nice. So we're getting some money here. And little things that might be popping up that I might have missed as well. Bringing us in some more money. But this is a calming performance. A group of locals has taken the stage in what seems to be the longest, blandest sermon I've ever heard. I try to keep my eyes open, but soon enough the piles of hay at the corner of the street look a bit too comfortable. A bit too tempting. So we can say I must stay awake. And then we get this faked interest in the festival to increase popular opinion, but we'll gain some stress. Or say I'm just resting my eyes, and there's a chance that he'll notice, and we'll lose stress because we're honest. Yeah, I feel like as a diligent character, I mean, as an honest character, you could make the argument that you would say you're tired, but it doesn't mean you would just go to sleep just because you're honest. Yeah, as a diligent character, I think that you're going to do your job here. Let's stay awake. Try to anyways. I don't know if we were successful there or not. Oh, it wasn't a chance of being successful or not. Camp fever spreading. And didn't we just arrange that marriage? I feel like we did. Yeah, maybe it didn't even happen yet. So who inherited his titles? Let's take a look. What's this character over here? Okay, yeah, we had just done that marriage. Now, he's already married and has children. But no reason you can't arrange a marriage with his children. Like his heir over here? I don't know if we even have anybody. We can take a look though. We got a niece here who needs a hubby. She's a bit older than him though. But if I don't do this marriage, I don't know if that would result in an alliance either. I mean, she's in her court, maybe. No alliance. I mean, that makes sense because she is just our niece. So we'd have to do it with our 10-year-old daughter here, who we had arranged the marriage for, but I think that's who died. So yeah, we'll do this marriage. That'll get the alliance. How was that guy related to the boy? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know how he's related. Anyways, betrothal has been agreed to. A miraculous deal. As I promenade around the festival, I notice a hooded figure selling flasks whose liquid cannot be told. Come and buy my medicines, my lord, for they work miracles and balance the humors of even the weakest man. As I look on the flaskets, I observe that one of them shines vermilion, as if it were made of the finest cinnabar. The other is bright green, as if someone had soaked copper plates in fresh wine. I mean, you're just gonna drink some random thing from some guy? No, that's okay. I don't even know what any of that is. Instead, I'm gonna drink this wine from this guy. That's how I'll do it. I'm sure that's safe. I think we looked at... Oh, maybe not. Oh, yep. He's become an option now because we vassalized that character. But again, you're starting to get these guys that are very powerful. And eventually, we'll vassalize that character. And then it makes sense to get more. But yeah, I'm hesitant to do anything else. Outside of maybe this guy. He makes sense to vassalize. But clearly not an option. Oh, here we go. Click on the wrong thing. So he's not willing to accept. That's fine. I mean, obviously he wasn't in here. So it makes sense. Well, another thing we need to consider. Why do we need to station men in arms? Oh. Where do we get this unit from? I don't recall building this unit. I'm not entirely sure when we got him. I think he's better than the light cav that we have, though. The regular old light horseman. We just took a look at it. Obviously, the stats don't look that way, but that's because this guy's stationed, so it's misleading. So you do need to keep that in mind. That we'd have to unstation him. I don't know if you can just do that. Yeah, you'd have to look at the base stats to really compare these. So 22 against 25, 15 against 15, so slightly better attack. And then with the pursuit, it's 30 and screen is 30. So the same here. So not a huge difference, but the major difference that I'm seeing is, first of all, these guys counter the heavy infantry, where normally light cav only counters the archers. So that's pretty powerful. And then in addition to that, they get the bonuses in the hills, the mountains, the desert mountains. They still get the penalty in the wetlands. But yeah, compare that to these guys who get the penalty, you know, like normal light horsemen. So clearly this is the better option. So you'd want to probably just get rid of this one here and then upgrade these guys. Obviously you can't do that right now. So we'll just station them until I have some money to play around with. We'll station them in whatever location gives us the best bonuses. But eventually, once we increase their size, once we have the money for that, we'd want to put them here in Baku. But what I want this slot for is the Armored Horsemen. And I guess that's where we want to put them as well, is in the capital. But yeah, that's not an option because we can't really spend any money right now. It seems like this is the best location. Yeah, so that's where we'll put them. So I'll make them a bit better. But yeah, we'll need to increase their size and have them fully replace the light horsemen. We got another Dynasty legacy. Alright, excellent. So we've gone down 2 of the warfare here. The next is the Squire Traditions. This will increase the martial lifestyle experience gain every month, and Dynasty members are less likely to die or get wounded in battle, and have a higher chance of gaining prowess while serving as knights. Well, yeah, we did talk about going down other routes. So like another tax jurisdiction would be super helpful. This is something we've ran into. We've had an issue. So it makes a lot of sense to get it. When I was looking at this before, we didn't need another tax collector, but now we do. This also increases aptitude for those jobs. That's only people from our dynasty, of course. But yeah, it makes sense to go down this route. So let's go ahead and do that. Because yeah, we are just going to continue to have an issue here. We need a sense of purpose. And we need another tax collector so we can fully tax everybody. Although I'm not seeing the new tax collector position created. Maybe I need to give it a month or something. I don't know. Yeah, it says we have an open tax slot, but there's nowhere to assign them. I give it a month, or maybe you gotta exit the game for that to update. We've seen that the tax jurisdictions are a little bit buggy, so yeah, maybe that's the case. The next event here is a party in demand. I have concluded my royal visitation of Gilan, and now my procession prepares to depart. So he's lined his court up neatly to see me, and with everyone present, it is time to collect tribute for bestowing him with my presence. Yeah, let's go ahead and say it's time for tribute. And he gave in, so that's 75 more gold, and our taxation tour is now more successful. So trying to get all the way to level 4. Now we do have another perk. We're very close to getting this after we got that last one there. And so this is a nice trait here that increases our stewardship and our holding taxes by plus 15%. So that's going to be very helpful. That results in a lot more money overall. And we can also manage another location. Camp fever is spreading. Alright, so this is remembering birthdays past. I'll read through that. Well, that's that one where we got the fine brooch. Life of a ruler. Several peasants gather around me asking for stories from my life. I think back on what I could tell them, and 2 stories jump to mind. One, when my son Abraham was born to my wife. On the other hand, when I was victorious in this war here, the Holy War, is a more awesome tale, likely to inspire loyalty and fervor. So this one here would get us prestige, development growth, and popular opinion, while this one would get us levy size and levy reinforcement rate. I think that this is the better story, honestly, but this one gives us better bonuses, so that's the one we're gonna go with. How are we doing on development in the capital? We're at 31 right now. We're doing pretty good. A very developed capital at the moment. Let's help in earnest. Some money, and it's spreading to all of our neighboring territory as well. So we're like 18 there, 19 there, 25 right here. So settling in for dinner, because remember this place and the next one we're doing dinner. Camp fever is spreading. I receive a welcome worthy. My vassal dutifully receives me with all the requisite deference. He explains the planned evening banquet, promising the entertainment and victuals on offer will near the standards of my own court's dinner. And he has only the finest food to offer. Okay, so we're going to start this dinner activity. We have no stress. This is a good thing to do if you're really high up on stress. We've been losing stupid amounts of stress on this tour. And again, we have found suspicious extravagance. Yeah, he's significantly more wealthy than we had initially imagined. If my pondering proves true, it would mean that the Emir owes me far more gold than he's been paying thus far. So we can say the back payments must be made. If he accepts, we'll get 85 gold. If not, we can arrest him. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, guys. Just pissing everybody off. He refuses. But we could arrest him now. But let's see what happens on this. But yeah, we now at least have that possibility to imprison him. Unexpected wake-up call. I emerged from my slumber after another peaceful night. As I regain my consciousness, I feel something heavy beside me that wasn't there before. Beside me are enough hashish cakes that I could eat my own body weight in them if I had such a desire. This gift is certainly unexpected, but is it really such a pleasant thing to wake up to? Especially when you're temperate. I don't know if we would engage in this. I mean, maybe just have one. Maybe that's more a temperate thing. Oh, look at, we're going bald here. Yeah. I didn't notice that. Is it only when you're dressed like this? Yeah, because we look different. I don't know. At least because we always wear that crown. Anyway, so we say, what a wonderful way to wake up. Closer to forming a friendship with him. Or get out of my sights. That seems like a rude way to deal with this. He was just trying to be nice. And while we, do things in moderation, and so we're going to gain stress because we're temperate, we actually lose stress because we're going to get high. So I think we're going to go with this option. Yeah, I think it was just a jerk way to approach that. We are spending piety while gaining some gold here because of the extra clergy tax. But Yeah, we earned a lot of money. I think we're going to be pretty close when we finish this, if not at the point that we needed to be in order to go ahead and do those titles. So that's awesome. It seems that our heir's spouse has died. What'd she die from? In childbirth. And she did not give him a son, just the daughter here. Okay, so we'd need to arrange another marriage. As of right now, it's his brother who would inherit. I think that was the alliance with the Caliph. Yeah. So we would need to arrange another marriage here, but he doesn't have any options because he only has sons after his daughter died. Now we can still arrange a marriage because we do want to have the alliance with him. It makes a lot of sense. He's our most powerful vassal. And so yeah, we would want to have the alliance with him. You can see he's not even happy with us right now. So maybe with one of his two sons, and this one's already married. He's been denounced. Wow. Yeah, his father is his dynasty head as well. You can see that they have an antagonistic house unity. That's interesting. Also have loyal army officers. Very interesting. Another option would just be with the younger son here. Not as controversial, I guess. And this guy already has one spouse. So yeah, let's do the younger son with our youngest daughter, I think. We got a couple daughters, but one of them's sickly. There's our granddaughter as well. Okay, that's with our daughter. It's our daughter's daughter. This is a granddaughter. Do the same. Yeah, same child here. Same daughter of ours. Yeah, I guess. I don't think that would result in the alliance somewhat. No. You'd have to do the sickly daughter and just hope she makes it. Yeah. He'll do the matrilineal marriage as well, so we're going to do that. It says it's going to be inherited, but we have not seen it happen yet. Alright, so I was going to send it off. I mean, maybe it's a bug or something, or maybe it's like a chance that it's inherited. So still need to find a spouse for our son and heir. And so let's go ahead. Yeah, we haven't done this yet with him. I thought we had. It costs piety, but we do have some, so why not? Because he's very virtuous. Quite virtuous. Of course he is. Alright, so yeah, let's go and do that. Improve his piety at least. Yeah, we'll do that, and then let's go and arrange the marriage, which, actually, you know, we need to find him a spouse. Just not lowborn. And for this marriage, we could do another alliance one. But for this one, I think we're just going to do somebody who's going to get us some good traits. We can do our own niece here. Keep it within the family, guys. Keep it within the family. So there's always a chance that you get some inbreeding traits. The 4.6% here, to be precise. Again, she's a solid character. You got some great traits here. Great stats, I mean. And you got the good traits. I also just have him marry this beautiful woman here. She's got high fertility, so want some children. Yeah. Why not? He's intelligent, she's beautiful. It'll work out wonderfully. Alright, so let's send it off. She has very high stats overall, so. And I need to take a look at what our counselor's doing. We haven't done that in a while. Alright, so this is a story for Hamdam. So after another evening of merriment draws to a close, I have found myself locked in conversation with her. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce her name. Hamdam. Hamdam. Of all people. Before I know it, the room has become silent, save for our conversation, and everyone is hanging on my next word. Though a little awkward, I'm sure I tell that everyone here will be delighted by. How successful our taxation tour is so far. Probably didn't need to go to 4, guys, but it'll get even more money from it. So we can say a story that's tragic, or something that's more light. With our very high diplomacy, 19, 99% chance of being successful. Does it change the effects at all? No. It apparently doesn't matter. Well, that's interesting. But let's just tell a real light tale, which was impressive, as expected. My bodyguard Parviz has approached me claiming that he has been given Amir Fariburz permissions to come join his court in place of my own. Letting this pass would certainly improve my standing with Amir, but the insult of stealing members of my court truly something I can overlook. So are we doing the next, I think we're on the 4th place here. Because yeah, this guy is the last location, I believe. So maybe we did need to do all 4 of them. But yeah, we're not going to give up our bodyguard. I mean, he's not great. I mean, yeah, he's gotten old. But if we want to get that last little bit, something I'm too worried about, though, honestly. I think we should but get it. You know what? I'm honestly fine with this, because he's old now. We'd want a new bodyguard, though. Yeah, let's hire a new bodyguard. Why did I have this guy still locked up in here? Did he earn any money? Now we could just take the 6 gold. I don't even know why I had this guy locked up in the first place. He's been in there for 14 years. I think he didn't have any money before. Maybe he inherited it. Maybe because he wasn't, yeah, I think he wasn't willing to do the weak hook. He's been locked up for 14 years. We could just take 6 gold. You know what, buddy? Run free. He's possessed. He's been locked up for a long time, some lowborn character. I think it was just because he wouldn't give me anything, and that's the reason why I kept him locked up so long. But yeah, I don't think it's necessary to keep him locked up any longer. We're just waiting for that marriage to be approved there. Seeing if there's anything else to be aware of. We got this vassal here who we have the hook on because he's indebted to us, so we could just get the 30 gold from him. I don't know what else we'd do except for modify his vassal contract, but there's just not as many options. In fact, there's nothing good here because of the, you know, we do the tax jurisdiction system, so it doesn't use this, and so there's really no benefits here. Yeah, there's not really anything here to use the hook, so yeah, there's not anything I want to do. Could ask him to promote the legend. He would accept that even without the hook, though. Damn, we gotta send him a lot of gold. Let's actually ask him to do that now. Yeah, we got that alliance, do that marriage. And then, yeah, we'll probably just get the money from him. I'll wait until after, but yeah, he really likes us, so, because of all the territory that we gave him. And yeah, he did become a promoter. Excellent. Son is married as well. And then, yeah, I guess you would just go ahead and get the money from him for the hook, because I don't know what else we'd do with it, and we want more money. We got a lot right now. This has gone very, very well. Ransom accepted, so there's a little extra money. It's not much, guys, but everything helps, I suppose. We don't need to do the alliance with our nephew. I don't think that's necessary. Did we ever get the extra? Oh, we have it now. Okay. Because I don't think the scroll was there before I was trying. It wasn't letting me. So as far as like which one we'd want to do, could just do another. I really just want money. Don't want to do this one. We already have, you know, some open slots there for that. This one here would be helpful for a lot of extra taxes because we don't really need the levies. Yeah. Does result in the vassal losing prestige. And, you know, obviously, he's got all kinds of special privileges when it comes to religion. We granted a lot of those out anyways, though. And we already have the Ghazi status. This one's pretty helpful as well, but you lose taxes and levies. What's nice about this, though, is if you put like a really... we'd really need an additional slot, though, to justify doing it. But yeah, if you put all your really poor vassals here, then the taxes and levies isn't that big of a deal. And you're going to get the men-at-arms damage for each one, and that's nice. But really, it's going to help the vassal more than anything else. I guess you are getting the opinion increase, but yeah, it's really helping the vassal more than it's helping you. So yeah, I think our best option is this one here. So let's go ahead and see if we can't put somebody in place here. I don't know if we have anybody available. Maybe we should get rid of this event here first. We did get the courtier tax again for 75. So life as an emir brings all manner of magnificent and fanciful food to my plate, but lately I've grown tired of these same flavors and textures. I desire the truly outrageous, the truly exotic. To one side of me I can see saffron cakes, and to the other are boiled vegetables. What if I were to take these two distinct flavors and taste them at once? So this could be a worthwhile experiment. 50% chance we'll lose stress and get a health boost. 25% chance we'll lose stress and get a stomachache. 25% chance we get ill. And we're temperate, so we probably don't even want to do all that. Yeah, I'm not too worried about our health, guys. We're not even that old right now. We're pretty healthy. And it's just kind of weird. I think it would taste gross. I know it's a 50-something% chance it would taste good, but yeah, it just doesn't seem like it'd taste good. So we've concluded our royal visitation here. Time for tribute, buddy. So let's go get that money. Oh, he's defied the authority of the crown and refused to submit to my demands. There's little I can do now, but an insult like this constitutes a crime not only against me, but against the Kesranid Grand Emirate itself. There's another character we can imprison and take titles from. So we do still have one more location to go to. So right here. Alright, I was thinking that this guy was the last one, but yeah, I forgot that we're going to see him next. So unfortunately, we will have to end the episode here. But we have the money we need, I believe, to create those titles. Remember, we needed one kingdom title. And then the imperial title, which the imperial title I think was 800 something. So if we just took a look at the kingdom title. Yeah, we can create any of these. It doesn't matter which one you pick, it's all the same amount. But it's 425. I don't know if we decided which one we were going to do. But I was hesitant to do the Persia one, because then you lose control line eventually, once the inheritance happens. But yeah, you have the 425 there. And then we want the Persian Empire one for 850. Okay. So it was 1275, which we have now. Now the other issue is that we don't own the full 100 that we need here. We own 98, so very close. But again, not really difficult. You can do that in either one war, or we could just have this guy, or nope, this guy here, brought in as a vassal. That'd be the easiest way, because he's already willing to accept that. So that's probably what we'll do after we finish this taxation tour. So we'll finish this. This is a slow episode because we're doing the taxation tour, so lots of events, tons of events as we do these and read through them. But we satisfied our goal here when it comes to the money, and so that's great. And so we'll finish up the taxation tour in the next episode. And then we'll be creating that imperial title. We can also take a look, see where we're at here, because this has been increasing the whole time. We're at 208. I think we're at 186 or 188 last time. So we're at 208 of the 300 now. We've got more promoters, 11 total. Can always shop around, see who else would be willing to promote it. We can harden this vassal. Or we can arrest him. We're probably going to wait until we're done with this. But yeah, we could arrest him. I don't know you can actually take any titles from him though. We would not succeed. So he'd rise up against us. And I would not be surprised if other people rebel with him. Probably. I mean, we're not tyrannical, but we're also not dreadful, and so nobody really fears us. We just kind of go off of everybody liking us. And a lot of people do like us. Not everybody. You can see there's quite a few vassals are kind of indifferent to us. So yeah, there could definitely be a rebellion, a large rebellion, if I attempt to arrest that guy. So something to consider. Might not want to do it. Even though he did refuse to pay the taxes. Yeah, so next episode we'll be creating the Persian Empire as soon as we finish this. And we'll create those titles and we'll see what happens with that. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one. And thanks for watching.